Now to Arizona Congressman Raul Grijalva. He is a Democrat. He represents the Tucson area. Thank you so much for joining me at this hour, Congressman. First of all, I got to get your reaction to this breaking news over the lawsuit against the Obamacare.
Yeah, they found a lawyer that would file the suit. Two other distinguished firms rejected it. I really think that the lawsuit is not going to go anywhere, and they threatened to do it. They had to do it, and finally Boehner found a lawyer, and we can all at some point find a lawyer that'll take any case. And it's frivolous. The same kind of harassment we had in the House 53 times to repeal the Affordable Care Act, efforts to defund it within the budget, on and on and on. So it's the same campaign, and now they interject the legal strategy. Ironically, coming right at the heels of the executive order announcement last night by the president regarding immigration. I find the timing curious, but I think we'll see that same pathway on the immigration executive order as well, legal challenges.
You do anticipate legal challenges on the immigration plan?
I do, but I think what the president did was brave. What the president did was smart. It did not cover everyone that should be covered with immigration reform. That's a legislative permanent fix that needs to occur. But what he did with the executive order is keep it narrow enough that it is constitutional be defensible, legally defensible, and very confident that what he did and what he's going to do with that executive order today in Las Vegas is going to pass the legal mustard, and it's going to pass the constitutional test.
I want to play a little bit of sound from you of what John Boehner had to say a little earlier about the president's immigration plan. Take a listen.
With this action, the president has chosen to deliberately sabotage any chance of enacting bipartisan reforms that he claims to seek. And as I told the president yesterday, he's damaging the presidency itself.
Strong words from Boehner. A White House spokesman has said that Obama's immigration plan is legally unassailable. Does that give you the confidence that you need? Do you expect Republicans to push through this anyway?
Yeah, I think the legal challenge, they're going to have to examine it as they did the health care. I think they're going to find they're on very, very weak ground. It'll be more as a political stunt than it will be a real legal challenge. It's unfortunate that Boehner used those words. The president received criticism, Michaela, for postponing this executive order, for waiting till after the elections, from me and many members of the Democrats in the House of Representatives, and in doing so, took that heat, waiting for Boehner, waiting for the Republicans to move on some level of comprehensive reform. They haven't done it. 511 days after the Senate passes its bill. It's bipartisan bill. It's still sitting at Boehner's desk and will not be brought up to a vote. So, it's kind of the crocodile tears on the part of Boehner talking about the president hurting the presidency or hurting the democratic process. By stalling and doing nothing, we have created a worse situation in this broken system, which is the immigration.
Before I lose you, I want to ask one question because you are, of course, a congressman from Arizona. You represent the Tucson area. We know this is a gigantic deal in your state. What are you hearing from the people there when they call you, when they write your office? What are they saying to you?
Well, you have your level of opposition to anything President Obama does, and we receive that. But generally, it's been supportive, and a lot of questions, specific questions about who is affected and who isn't. And in Arizona, about 196,000 individuals and families are going to be positively affected. We'll be able to come out from the shadows. We'll be able to work legally with a permit, and we'll be able to be unified with their families. That is the plus. And the reaction we're receiving to the president's executive order in his speech last night, particularly the last 4 minutes of his speech, was very, very moving and very positive.
I want to say a big thank you to Congressman Raul Grijalva. Thank you so much for making time for us today.